today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in off the extended break from the bye. I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out. It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. You talk
about the pause that refreshes. I think it's coming a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw. West flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Looking to throw. West eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And his throw is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing on first down. West flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone.
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, West flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. West. He finds his man. Complete. It's Castro. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Dak Prescott leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Yeah, he's
He's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, West. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on first down, West. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first and 10, West. He'll find Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Looking to throw. West escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Out to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 3rd down, West going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. down by 10. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Murray to throw. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wide open receiver complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. To throw is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, These guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think.